Good news, everyone. The Real Men of Genius, Budweiser's Real Men of Genius.
My wife loves these guys.
I love them, too. I mean, look,
fun.
how many commercials can you say, especially that get played on the radio, where when they start into it, you will sit in your car for the remaining 46 seconds to hear the entire spot? For me, it's their Budweiser Real Men of Genius.
Absolutely.
I love their commerci's.
Can I think anyone offhand?
The
I don't mean to put you
topic?
on the spot because I really can't hang up. I'm thinking, isn't there a corn dog guy?
Yeah, there is.
And the peanut vendor, maybe?
There's way too much a cologne-wearing guy. There's like the taco salad, which was one of my favorites.
Really good.
It's just...
And you know the product right away. That's the thing we've always talked about. It can be a brilliant commercial if you don't know what they're selling at the end.
Right.
It sucks. You know what these guys are selling.
Yeah.
These guys are, I guess, in or doing the Blades of Glory movie with Will Ferrell, but we'll bring them in here, and we'll get to the bottom of the real Men of Genius next on the Adam Carolla Show.
It's a 1780s guy. Non-alcoholic beer.
It has the taste of ale without the pleasant inebriation? What kind of a man would drink such a concoction?
That was Adam Explains Non-Alcoholic Beer. It's a 1780s guy. Now back to the Adam Carolla Show.
Well, now my favorite commercial that's ever run on radio and on TV. Have I seen Real Men of Genius on television?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were about 10 of those back in a few years back.
Seems to sink in deeper into my psyche on the radio.
In the radio, yeah. I know. I watch it on TV, and I haven't seen it.
I like that. The theater, the mind's better, I think.
But you can start, I'll bet, one or two lyrics of any one of the songs, and Adam and I would know them, or Teresa, within seconds. They were brilliant.
There's 182 of them.
We know them all. Have you read his billboard
I
pitch?
don't.
Hold
it
on.
says American Genius.
That's it.
180. That's nothing to our Carolla.
Peter Stacker, by the way, and Dave Bickler, both here now. Peter, you do the voiceover work,
Yes,
right?
I do.
And Dave Bickler, you do the singing.
Yes.
And Dave was in Survivor.
I was. I was in Survivor, the original Survivor.
And something I always wanted to ask, the band The Ides of March.
Yeah, the keyboard player songwriter for the Ides of March was also band sort of formed around him, Survivor around him after he left the Ides of March. He was doing a solo thing for a while and then formed Survivor.
A little insight into the Ace Man's psyche quickly. I oftentimes forget the address of my house. I don't send out any mail. I never write it down. I have a guy who does all that, and every once in a while somebody says, "What's your address?" I'll send it by the house, and I go, I don't know, and I don't know any of the streets around my street. I couldn't tell you the next street over, but when I'm driving in my car and I hear the guitar solo from Friendly Stranger in the Black Sedan by the Ides of March, I think, wow, that sounds just like the guitar solo from Survivor. And then I realized
there's a connection there.
There's a connection there.
Guy.
The same guy. All right, so I know only the stuff that nobody cares about, but I don't know the important things.
I think it's fascinating.
I care.
Like Dave.
We care, Adam.
Inside my car.
Well, Dave,
we
now
care.
that wasn't you singing that song, but it was you singing the Rocky stuff,
Yeah,
right?
the Eye of the Tiger. Yeah.
Give us a
Yeah,
shot. Give us a
please.
taste.
Rising up, back on the street.
More.
That was good. More.
Just one little bit more. Just go a
He's
second.
waiting
But
to
now it's
come in, yeah.
Now I could get it done easily by the recording. It is. What
You
time is
sound
it?
really good, though, for this hour.
Have you guys made
It
a
is early.
gazillion dollars just from this one song?
We have $1 billion, I think, isn't it? $1 billion?
It's about $1 billion, with it, including the choppers are a write-off.
The song really gets me on.
It gets you what?
It really gets me going.
Oh, gets you going.
Gets
Yeah,
it going.
I know. It makes you want to punch a heavy bag or an old lady in Bonaducce's case
Thanks.
or a tranny.
Look,
Who cares?
I just took all my rings off. I was going to go hit him.
Any port in a storm.
Oh, getting
Takes a
close.
while to get to. All right,
Yeah,
come
it
on,
does.
dig
I know.
in.
It's got a big intro. Back on the street. Did my time took my chances. Go.
Did Sly come to you, or did you submit this, or how did the whole thing get started?
We're on Scotty Brothers Records, and Tony Scotti was talking to Sly Stallone, our friends, and he said he's looking for something for his new movie that was more contemporary than that's just the Bill Conti thing. So he said, well, I got this band Survivor, so he sent him some tape, of the movie, and that's how Eye of the Tiger.
So
came
you
about.
wrote the song,
specifically
watching the movie.
Got the Eye of the Tiger, you got it, come on.
And Peter Stacker, you're a professional voiceover.
Yeah, I do lots of stuff.
Guy, and you've been working for many years. And you guys were put together, you say, 8 years ago? To do
8 years
the
ago.
whole Real Men of Genius thing?
The first set was different from the second set.
Well, that was Real American Heroes. That was prior to 9/11.
And that was, give me an example of a Real American hero prior to...
that would be Mr. Footlong Hot Dog Inventor.
Yes,
Mr. Taco Salad Inventor.
That was later on.
I think that was when it changed to Real Men of Genius, but there was Mr. Bowling Shoe Giver Outer. That was
Mr. Foam Finger Maker.
I remember that.
Yeah, sure. You've given us what we've always wanted, a bigger wiener.
Wow, that's good.
Now, how...
I thought I had the pipes, but this guy's got the pipes.
And who's the genius that writes the Real Men of Genius stuff?
Well, there's a whole team of guys together at DDB. There's about 20 guys.
Oh, DDB?
And then and we're part of the creative process, which
Should
is
we
really
know what
neat. They allow
DDB
us to. No, not as
an
it's a
advertising
secret.
firm,
Yeah,
right?
it's an advertising
And
firm.
how much tweaking do you guys do? Because I imagine
Quite a
when you
bit.
start saying it out loud, you go, "Oh, this would be funny if I said this."
Yeah, there's a lot of sometimes stuff comes in and it's dead on. Mr. SPF 15 wearer. They didn't change a thing on that. That just happened. And other stuff, it takes a while. If it doesn't work, then the whole group descends on it and just rips it to shreds until it works.
Is there ever been one? And I know there's like Mr. Wears Too Much Cologne guy, and some of this stuff has to kind of get close to the edge of being a little bit naughty, especially
The one for Viagra, I thought was a little naughty.
Budweiser's a big national company. They're not interested in, getting any hate mail. Has there been one that got nixed by Budweiser, or has there been anything you can remember where they said...
There's 123 that got nixed.
Is there really? Is there a specific?
Arbitrary number.
But is there a specific line or a specific thing where they said, "Fellas, we need to go back into the studio because we sent this out to St. Louis."
And you
the old
sincerely believe I'm going to say that out loud
Well,
now?
no, there was that. I hate Canadians. That was one.
That was rejected.
Yeah, that was rejected.
That was
I want to
rejected.
know how you guys are involved with Blades of Glory, the new Will Ferrell.
Oh yes.
Well, Bud Light got together with Paramount. And they just said, what can we do to help promote the movie? Because, as you know, Bud Light is obviously into comedy. And so they said, well, the Real Men of Genius are touring. We're going all over the place. We do NFL, we do Major League Baseball, and we write custom stuff when we go out on the road. And they said, well, we'll send them to L.A. and then talk up the movie. Because
Have
the
you
movie's
seen
pretty
the movie?
funny.
It's good?
I've only seen little pieces of it. I haven't seen the whole thing yet.
Looks funny.
Speaking of custom stuff, can you guys give us a little ditty?
Yeah. Well, we wrote something for you.
Wow.
All right.
And because we care.
This is hold on a second. Let me really
Take this in,
Let me drink this in because you've arrived.
This is one of those moments. Don't let it just pass
Right.
by.
All right. I'm digging in. Here we go.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real Men of Genius.
Today we salute you, the completely popular Adam Carolla Show.
The completely popular Adam Carolla Show.
Adam Carolla, boxer, builder, Brillo head. It's pure American genius to get paid to complain.
What's wrong with that?
Danny Bonatucci, just what you need. Some genius to mention the Partridge Family again. So we won't.
Please don't hurt me.
Teresa Strasser, after dealing with LA News all morning, we all deserve a good, sobbing, wailing, snorting cry.
I need my space.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light and toast Sister Teresa, Devil Dan, and Angel Adam. They're not complaining. They're just explaining.
Loving them doesn't take a genius.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Nice.
Well done.
A 9 out of a 10. If you're going to switch Teresa snorting with my snorting, then I think you'd have
Then we had it. Well,
Would have
yeah.
been perfect.
Wow. That is, a lot of people
Immortalized.
do that thing where they go, other than the birth of my kids, this is the best day of my life. But I'm putting this ahead. of the birth of my children.
I'm honored.
Really,
honored.
That was just sort of a formality before we took them home, and then the real job of parenting started. This has been the greatest day of my life.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to be down at the Laker game tonight?
No, the Kings.
Oh, the
hockey
Kings game.
They're going to do the Kings game. Blades of